I love filming daytime, like daytime outside, because the quality is better, but there's so much noise outside whenever I film early. Are you hearing that? Hi guys, welcome back. Today I have for you my very first questions and answers video. I told you guys to send me some questions in my yearly favorites, and I got quite a lot of questions, I'm not going to lie. I was honestly not expecting this many just because I didn't know you guys wanted to know more about me, but it makes me really happy that you do. That way we could be more on a personal level and be besties and stuff. But I got over 60 questions on YouTube, and on Instagram I got around 60 as well, and then I also got some on Twitter. So I'll try my best to answer all of them. Just that no, this is going to be a pretty long video, so get something to drink or eat because it's gonna be long. I'll also try to include your questions and give you like a little shout out, if you know what I mean, like how people do. I don't know how to do that yet, so hopefully once I edit this video I learn how to do it. And yeah, let's get started with YouTube. And how cute is my sticker though? Alright, so this is why I don't like filming in the daytime. First question goes to the Kulina, and by the way, just know that I am terrible at pronouncing names, nicknames, brand names, usernames, so if I butcher your name, I'm sorry in advance. She asked, have you ever been to Europe? If yes, where did you go? No, I haven't, but I would love to visit and travel the world. I would love to go to England, I would love to go to Spain, Italy, France, just everywhere. Like, take me everywhere. Beauty Nightmare X0 asks, how do you deal with haters? If you have some, I hope you don't listen to them because you are beautiful and nice and I love you. Oh, I love you too. Thank you so much. I see you commenting in all my videos all the time, so I thank you for that. How do I deal with haters? I honestly feel like I don't get as much hate here on YouTube, which I'm so glad and thankful for that. Most of my comments are always positive and good comments and nice comments. I mean, I see it as if you're putting yourself out there, you have to be ready for positive and negative comments, and I'm pretty used to it, to be quite honest with you, with the modeling and pageants that I've done. It's something that comes with a package, so you need to be ready for the good and the negative and the bad and mean comments that are always going to come your way. I'm the type that I'm like very careless about stuff like that. Like, I just don't give a damn crap. So a lot of things like that I just brush off my shoulder, and I do the Taylor Swift and I'm like, I shake it off, I shake it off, basically. Next question is from Ali G. She asked, how was Nuestra Belleza Latina? And guys, I got so many questions on Nuestra Belleza Latina, so if you want me to do a separate video on that, let me know down below. Or with any other subject in this video, let me know if you want me to do a separate video on that topic. I would gladly do it for you guys. But Nuestra Belleza Latina, for those that don't know, it's a reality TV show / beauty contest on Univision, and I went for it last year. I also did it this year, and it was an amazing experience. I truly enjoyed every little second of it. I didn't get too far in the competition, but I did enjoy it every second. I would totally recommend for anyone that wants to do it to go to the audition because it's unforgettable. And I also have the first runner-up on my t-shirt, Jossie. How beautiful is she? And by the way, check out her apparel and her website. I'll link it down below for you guys so you can check it out because it's amazing quality. Next question is from Ronnie Jimenez. We talk all the time, and he asks, if you could have a wish, what would it be? I mean, as cliche as it sounds, I would wish just to be genuinely happy, like financially, with my family and all that. But if you're talking like real wish, I would wish to meet Romeo, like in one-on-one situation. I've met him before, but Roni also asked, if you could be any fictional character, what would you be? Tinkerbell. I love Tinkerbell. I love any Disney character, but Tinkerbell is my favorite, for sure. And flying? Like what? Being a fairy? How awesome would that be? He also asked, what's my favorite novela of all times? And I've watched so many novelas, it's a really, really hard question. But novela like I've repeatedly watched, I would say Viva los Niños, as funny as that sounds. It's a kids novela. And if not, Ruby. Ruby was such an amazing novela. Melina Best Parties asks, what's the best part about living in New York City and worst part? Hashtag makeup always on point. Thank you. And I mean, best part, it has to be the fact that I feel like it's such a privilege to live here in New York City just because it is the capital of the world. I love New York City. I'm truly a New Yorker, as you can see, and I love so many things about it. I love transportation for sure. It's just so quickly to get to places, especially with like trains and just like cabs or anything. Wait, correction. I get so many headaches and stress from the MTA just because it makes me late all the time. But aside from that, I just think it's quicker to get to places sometimes when the MTA is not acting up. But aside from that, I love everything about New York City. Just the fact that you get to do so many things here. You could like go to a Broadway show or just go sightseeing. Times Square is amazing. Shopping is just perfection here. I love shopping. You guys know that. And worst part has to be the fact that I feel like we live such a fast life here. Like time goes so quickly, it's not even funny. And also the fact that there's so many people here. And by that I mean like whenever you have to go to places and you have to like rush and there's people in the way and they're moving really slowly, that bothers me so much. I do like the move, bitch, get out the way, bitch, get out the way. That's what I do. I'm kidding. If I could, I would. It's very expensive to live here and rats are disgusting. There's so many rats here. It's just, let's not talk about it because I hate rats. But aside from that, New York City is a beautiful city. Just come and visit whenever you want. Tiny ABCs asks, where would you like to see yourself in 5 years? Your favorite memory about Dominican Republic, places you would like to visit, and favorite Romeo song. Where do I see myself in 5 years? I would love to work on TV. I would love to host a TV show or even just acting, mostly on the Spanish entertainment business. But if that doesn't go, then YouTube hopefully it works for me. And favorite memory about Dominican Republic. Wow, there's so many. I miss Dominican Republic and love Dominican Republic so much. If you get a chance, if you're not from there, definitely go and visit. But my favorite memory for sure were like my birthdays, Christmas time, spending time with my family. Beaches over there are food. Food, my goodness. Favorite Romeo song, man, that's tough because I love every single song, but from his new album, my favorite one is Necio. Patty Rodriguez asks, how's your relationship status? Love you. I got a few questions on that one, and why does that have 4 likes? But I love you too, and my status is single because I'm ready to mingle. No, I'm kidding. Next question is from Kiko Love. She says, hey gorgeous, noticed your lighting in one of your vlogs. I love your lighting and I was wondering where you get it from. I got all my lighting from Amazon. I have 2 umbrellas and then I now got a ring light and they're from Amazon. Diana SJ asks, what part of Dominican Republic are you and your family from? I'm Dominican too. Hey girl, hey, Dominican power. We are from Santiago, but most of my family now lives in the capital, or we have property in the capital because not many people live there anymore for my family. Chrissy12 asks, when you're vlogging in public, do people ever ask you, what are you doing? I mean, not really. I've never really gotten that question, but I do get weird stares and I don't really care anymore. Fanny XOXO, what would you like to see yourself doing in 5 years, and who is your favorite beauty guru to watch? I have so many beauty gurus to watch, honestly, and my favorite one for sure is Nicole Guerrero. What would you like to be doing in 5 years? Maybe working on YouTube or maybe working on TV. Something along the lines. I don't know. Bella B asks, have you ever had an awkward encounter with somebody in New York City? If you can live anywhere else, where would it be? I mean, awkward moments happen all the time here, to be honest with you. But one of them for sure is whenever you're in the train and you're looking around and you awkwardly make eye contact with someone and that someone just keeps staring back at you. Like, you know when you look at someone and that someone is supposed to look away or you're supposed to look away and they keep looking at you? That's awkward to me. And if I could live anywhere else in the world, I would love to move to Miami. Hopefully by the end of this year. It's on the works. I'm not sure yet. July 7 says, top 3 favorite food. Chipotle, does that count? Mexican food, Dominican food, and Italian if it's like my type. If not, mango with salami for sure. I love pasta and Chipotle. Does that count? Can that count? Stephanie Dueñas asks, ¿vas a volver a Nuestra Belleza Latina 2015? And no, I'm not. I wasn't qualified for the next round, so that's a no. Sexy Apple asks, question, notice the chemistry between you and that hot dark hair guy from your birthday vlog video. Is that your boyfriend? Let me just say, when I uploaded that picture and video, everyone was going crazy about it. We're just really cool friends, like literally really cool friends. We work together, and no, he's not my boyfriend. You guys go and holla at him. I'll put his @name and just say Natalie sent me. Anna Jacqueline, which was the girl that won my giveaway, and I still haven't sent it. I'm sorry. It's on its way. It's on its way. She asked, what made you start your YouTube channel and who did you mention it to at first? How did they react and how did your family react knowing that the world was going to see you? And I started my YouTube channel because I have years watching YouTube, guys. Like back in 2006, 2007, I was watching YouTube and I always wanted to make videos, just I never took the initiative. And the reason why I started making videos is because it wasn't the time where I had surgery, and when I got my back surgery I just needed to do something with my life, and that's what I did. I started making YouTube videos. And who did you mention it to at first? I think my best friend Ivani, I'm not sure, but I also posted it on Facebook, which I regret because my first video, it's trash, it's horrible. It's still up, by the way, just don't go watch it. And my family, how did my family react? They're used to me like being on the media or like doing media things, so I don't think they really care. They think it's cool though. Noelia Abreu asked 2 questions. He says, what was your best and happiest day ever? That's a tough question, and I think it's bad for me not to know, but I just truly just like living in the moment and enjoying every second. But my happiest moment has to be not this one, because there's like cops passing by, aka one of the things I hate about New York. Anyways, one of the happiest moments for sure has to be going back to DR after 5 years, because it took me 5 years to go back, and I was around 14 I think then, and it was definitely one of the happiest moments because I missed DR so much. So going back and spending time with my family was unforgettable. She also asked, what countries or states have you visited, and what country or state you really want to go to? I would love to go on a road trip and just visit, like just go to all 50 states for sure. That's for sure something I really want to do and is in my bucket list. But I've been to Arizona, I've been to Miami, I've been to Pennsylvania, does that count? New Jersey, that's it. I haven't really been much here. I would love to go like to the south though. Like I just love country music. Not like that I listen to it that much, but I love country music. I love like the culture that they have down there. But country wise, I would love to go to Mexico. I would love to go to Costa Rica. I would love to go to Argentina, Australia, Ibiza, Spain. I would love to go everywhere. India, never mind. I would love to go everywhere. Next question is from Stacy D. Hey girl, and she asked a few questions. I'm just going to answer a few of them. First is all-time favorite lipstick. I would have to say Velvet Teddy from MAC. Heels or flats? Definitely heels. I'm a heels kind of girl. I have so many heels, it's not even funny. If you could fly anywhere around the world, where would you go? I would love to go to Mexico. I don't know why, I just love Mexico, especially their food. And Australia for sure, because you're from Australia. Jossie Henriquez asks, what do you speak better, Spanish, English, or Spanglish? And I would say Spanglish, but I am fluent in English and fluent in Spanish. I try my best to speak proper English and proper Spanish, but I mean, Spanglish is the way to go, girl. I mean, there's certain words that you just can't translate in one or both. You know what I mean? Jackie Sandoval says, hello hermosa, I love all your videos, and this one is no exception. How old were you when you came to the States, and do you visit Dominican Republic? Please send me a shout out. Love you, girl. Shout out, Jackie. And I came to the United States when I was 9 years old, and I go to DR from time to time. I just have 2 years I don't go, so I miss it a lot. Jazzy V says, when do you start wearing makeup, and do you have any tattoos? I don't have any tattoos, and I started when I was 16 or 17, I believe. It took me some time to start wearing makeup, to be honest with you. Kat Dominican says, are you going to do any pageants this year? What are your goals for this year? And are you going to be planning to be in a relationship soon? If you are, I would love to see a boyfriend tag. Love you like always. I'm a big fan of yours, and I love all your videos. You're so gorgeous, by the way. Oh, thank you so much, Kat. I see you commenting all the time. I don't think I'll be doing any pageants soon or anymore, honestly, but never say never, right? Goals for this year, I want to upload better content to YouTube and just be more consistent and make it grow. And relationship wise, I mean, I'm not looking for it, but if it happens, I guess. Ruth Cormier says, what are some tips for a beginner on YouTube? Love you, girl. Love you too. And I would just say be yourself and upload as constantly as you can, because the more you upload, the more viewers you'll get and the more subscribers you get as well. Nicole Lopez says, what products do you use in order to prevent acne? I mean, I have normal to acne prone skin, so I do get acne from time to time, especially when it's that time of the month. Sometimes I just have like beautiful skin, and then the next week it's like bam, pimples everywhere. I'll be making a skincare routine soon though, so stay tuned for that. Next question is from Alejandra Valano. She says, hey love, my question is, what are you majoring in school? I love your videos and I hope I can meet you someday. You seem like such a fun person and I love you so much. Aw, thank you so much. I love you too. I really hope to have a meetup or like just meet some of you guys sometime. And I'm majoring in media communications. I'm just taking this month off from school. Christina A says, can you tell us how you stay in shape? Do you work out or are you just blessed? And I get this question all the time. Many people tell me to make a fitness routine video, and when I tell my friends, they just laugh at me because they know how I am. I literally eat whatever I want. I don't go to the gym. I don't work out, and it's not the greatest. I wouldn't recommend it. I used to be more into fitness before, but I just stopped being motivated about it. But I do want to get back though, because the summertime is coming and I might be making a fitness routine video when that happens. Alma Ramirez asks, this one's in Spanish, and it says, ¿Dónde naciste? Sé que fue en la República Dominicana, pero me refiero a la ciudad. ¿Hace cuánto vives en los Estados Unidos y visitas a la República Dominicana? Basically, where was I born, and if I go back to DR. Nací en Santiago y vine a los 9 años y voy a la República Dominicana de vez en cuando, pero tengo 2 años que no voy. And basically, I was born in Santiago and I came when I was 9 years old. Boots for Sales asks, how many siblings do you have? Who do you live with? And do you have any plans into moving out in the near future? I do want to move out. I have 1 little brother and I live with my mom. I just don't know when I want to move out yet. That's still in the works. Emily Hamilton asks, how do you get into makeup, and can you just give me a shout out? Love you. I love you too, girl. I see you commenting all the time, and shout out for you. And I got into makeup when I started doing modeling and pageants, but I've always loved anything that had to do with beauty and fashion. Sweet Curl 16 asks, are you going to IMATS New York and BeautyCon New York? And I am going to IMATS. I got my tickets for Saturday, so I hope to see you guys all there. And BeautyCon, I'm not sure yet, but I hope so. Dulce Rivera asks, since you've never had a boyfriend, what's your point of view in a relationship? Do you have a specific age when you see yourself in a relationship, or will you just go with the flow? Love your videos. Love you too, girl. I see you commenting all the time, and I can make an entire separate video on my point of view in relationships, but honestly, right now, I just want to focus in my career and just myself, and just the right guy hasn't come in yet. So whenever he does, I'll be here waiting for my Prince Charming. Carol Hardy says, if you weren't doing YouTube, what would you be doing for your career? Hey girl, I see you commenting all the time. And if I wouldn't been doing YouTube, I would be most likely modeling or full on into college. Alright, so last question from YouTube is from Lisa D. She says, what was the cattiest thing you saw or experienced while on Nuestra Belleza Latina? I didn't really experience anything catty. I mean, it is a competition, a beauty competition with 60 girls. So just imagine being in a room with 60 girls. It could be intense, but I made some friends that I still talk to now, and it was a great experience. Okay. Oh, was that there all along? I'm sorry. Ow. Alright, so moving on into Instagram, and I have way more questions here. First is from Jen Bai. She says, what made you start in pageants? I started in pageants when I was 17, I think. I was 17 and I was walking in the street and somebody stopped me and they were like, oh my god, you should do Miss DR. And I was like, oh shit, what? Really? And then I went for it. So thank you, Freddie, for letting me know about Miss DR US. I've basically just been into pageants ever since I can remember, honestly. Me and my mom used to watch Miss Universe every single day, and we still do. It's just a thing we do. And my mom herself used to do pageants when she was younger, so you could say she was the one that got me into it. Yours truly, Diana, says, what made you start a channel and what advice would you give for new YouTubers? I got the question a lot. I think I already answered it. And I basically started YouTube after I got my back surgery just because I needed to do something with my life. I was literally in bed for months and I just needed some motivation. And advice I would just say for you to be consistent and upload constantly. Dope_Cuban asks, where do you work at besides YouTube, and how is the life of New York from your perspective? I got so many questions on my real job, and I basically work for a party planner company, so basically for events. And life in New York, it's amazing. You should definitely visit. I feel like everyone should definitely visit New York. It's just very chill, very laid back, and just super cool. New Yorkers are cool. Shirine Rod says, what keeps you motivated to do what you do, and what do you do to start getting noticed? I mean, honestly, this may sound like mushy or whatever, but what keeps me motivated for sure is the comments and the feedback from you guys, because it really does feel nice to know that you're actually helping someone else, even though it is makeup or fashion and stuff. So that's what definitely keeps me motivated. And what do you do to start getting noticed? I mean, like I mentioned, it's all about being consistent and uploading constantly and just sharing with your friends, telling your friends to share with their friends, and upload it in your social media accounts. That's what definitely helped. Cat X3 says, what are you majoring in? And media communications. _J Flora says, what are good drugs or foundations for oily skin? Basically the last 2 foundations I made a review on, those are perfect for oily skin, the Maybelline and the L'Oreal one. And also, maybe not perfect for oily skin, but it's one of my favorites, is the L'Oreal True Match. But I'll be making a top favorite foundation video soon, so stay tuned for that. Frank Shelley Dela Cruz 19 says, at what age do you want to have kids? And girl, not anytime soon, that's for sure. No, I'm kidding. But if we're getting into a more personal level, I've always told my mom that she's not getting any grandkids from me, jokingly, but also serious, just because of the pain. I just feel like, oh, I'm not ready. But on a serious note, the older I get, the more I realize that making a family is very important, so when the right time comes, I'll be ready. Carrie Rodriguez _ says, will you ever move to Orlando, Florida? Where's your family from DR? Do you like Mexican food, Chinese food? Tips on how to be more confident. Tips on how to be more confident, I would really want to make a separate video on that. But just girl, work what you got. And moving to Orlando, I want to move to Miami so bad. If I like Mexican food, girl, Mexican food is life. I love Chinese food as well, but Mexican, top bait for sure. Oh, you asked more questions. Will you ever get a tattoo? How frequently do you wash your hair? What are some tips on maintaining a healthy scalp? Would I ever get a tattoo? You know, I feel like it's just not for me. I love seeing people with tattoos. I love guys with tattoos. I love girls with tattoos. But I just feel like it's not for me. And on top of that, I'm like beyond scared of needles. Like there's levels and I'm beyond. That's the furthest I would go. Flash tattoos are life and they're not painless and gold. So it's not even snowing outside. What are they cleaning? How frequently do I wash my hair? I mean, I could literally go by 4 to 5 days without washing it, but I wash it every 2 or 3 days just because I feel like the more dirty it is, the better it looks. Maybe it's just me. And how to maintain a healthy scalp, I would say coconut oil, deep conditioner, and also switch your shampoos every so and then because your hair gets over that crap. So yeah. Adriana B12 asks, have you met any celebrities and how? I've met a few. I've met William Levy, I've met Sebastian Rulli. I've met, most of them are Latinos. I've met them at red carpets or events that are similar to that. Polish 24/7, do you prefer Romeo as a solo artist or with Aventura? What is your favorite song by Romeo? Let me just say, I almost got into a mini depression when I found out that Aventura was going to split up. But I've always been a huge Aventura and Romeo fan, especially Romeo, so I'm glad that he's doing great as a solo artist, and I think he is doing a pretty good job as a solo artist. I do miss Aventura though, especially their old music and their old lyrics and stuff. Nothing compares. And what's my favorite song? I don't know if you mean Romeo as a solo artist or with Aventura, but if it's Aventura, it's definitely La Película and Te Invito. And for Romeo, it has to be You because it was his very first single as a solo artist and it has like personal meaning and stuff. And Necio from his new album, and Eres Mía. Basically all of them. The Fashion AJ asks, what are you studying in college? I love your videos, by the way, and I hope to have the opportunity to meet you one day. You're so cool. Oh, stop. Thank you. I would love to meet you as well. I see you commenting all the time, and I am studying media communications, like I mentioned earlier. Gildy_Peña, aka my comadre, says, do you love me? To the moon and back, girl. Mrs. Whitney Andrea asks, what's on your phone? And I don't know if you guys want me to make a what's my iPhone video because I've seen so many of those lately, but I do have so many crap in here. Maybe you guys would be interested. And basically, that's a quick view. My baby Malik asks, what's your favorite waterproof eyeliner and your favorite brand of makeup? My favorite waterproof eyeliner has to be the Urban Decay one, the Ink for Eyes. I use it all the time and it's no joke waterproof. And my favorite brand, I would have to say L'Oreal and Maybelline for sure. Rodaris asks, what are some good preparations before joining a pageant? I would have to say, first of all, going to the gym. And second, looking up videos on YouTube on older pageants, maybe like local pageants, maybe a Miss Universe, and just study it and practice in your house all the time. I used to just walk back and forth in my hallway with heels with a mirror at the end of the hall and just looking at myself and practice. Long Island Shelly says, do you have any desire to branch out and start your own beauty brand? I would love to make my own beauty brand, especially like a lipstick or something like that, but I would also love to make my own fashion line. And I would maybe want to make my fashion line first, then makeup brand. Henna_by_Fatima says, how old were you when you entered the pageant? I was 17 years old and I was the youngest one out of the whole group. So Leah CYR says, how old are you? Do you have a boyfriend? And what's your perfect Valentine's Day to you? And I am 21. I don't have a boyfriend. And my perfect Valentine's Day, as cliche as it sounds, I love going to the movies, so maybe going to the movies or a Broadway show and maybe like dinner first or something. I don't know. I'm a simple girl, guys. Emily.m says, what is your favorite Dominican food? What part of Dominican Republic is your family from? P.S. Love your videos. Thank you, girl. And my favorite Dominican food has to be mango con salami because I could literally eat it every single day, all times, at anywhere. I literally could live with mango con salami. Like if somebody says, Natalie, if you're going to be stranded in an island, what do you need? I'll be like, una mata de plátano y salami. That's it. That's it. Olaladay_XO says, who is your favorite beauty guru? Were you born in the United States? Celebrity crush? What were your dreams as a child? Well, favorite beauty guru, I have so many. I watch so many people here on YouTube, but my favorite one is Nicole Guerrero for sure. I wasn't born in the United States, I was born in DR. Celebrity crush, that's hard, girl, because I love so many men. But if it's Latino, it has to be Romeo for sure. And if it's American, Channing Tatum, he is hot. And what were your dreams as a child? When I was younger, people would ask me what I want to be when I grow up. I always used to say model, singer, and actress, and flip my hair just like that. And obviously God just didn't give me the singing part. He was just like, Natalie, I'm sorry, that's too much for you. Rihanna Linetly _ says, what is your dream career and why? Definitely working in TV, either hosting or acting, just because it's like a passion I've always had when I was younger. And last question finally is from Beauty Diva 801. She says, how long ago was your last relationship? By the way, I saw you in the Nuestra Raíz Latina audition and you look gorgeous. Love you. Aw, thank you, girl. Love you too. And I haven't technically been in a relationship, like boyfriend and girlfriend kind of deal, but my last time dating someone was a year ago. So finally, after such a long video, if you have stick through this video, guys, I love you to the moon and back. Seriously, let me know down below if you watched the whole video, because I would love to know. But also let me know if you would like me to make a separate video on a certain topic of this video, because I will gladly make it for you guys. Hope you all have a great day or night. TTYL. And by the way, guys, you need to check out Jossie's apparel because it's amazing. Are you still there? Because I love you.